welcome to another Sunday, or as the case may be, people who are listening later. I'm going to do some welcome. We're doing it's another Sunday show, Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening if you're in Europe. And well, that was fast. There were a bunch of requests for songs from Live Undead Bedroom Closet covers, so I'm gonna, depending who shows up, I will play some of those. So there was a request for, well, you know what? Maybe I'll just jump in with, unless if there's anything anyone wants to hear right now, I'm open to it. But there were some people wrote some stuff in the comments last week of stuff they wanted to hear, so I've dusted off a few things for this acoustic setting, including some things that generally rely on a lot of technology. So finding ways to play songs that are, sequencer and drum machine dependent on acoustic guitar and piano is fun challenge. So one of those, I guess I'll jump into one of those, which is, well, you'll know it when you hear it. This is, let me see. Hang on. Just hold your horses there. Hold your horses. Okay. By special request, we've got this little ditty from a little town called Manchester. I think you know who this is for. And actually, I have to admit that I did the Devo as well, so I can play them. I got them both, but let's just jump right in. Why not? Why not try things that I'm just relearning? Okay, so how was your week? Tell me how your week was, people. I'm feeling very just kind of, I don't know, like not really putting on a show, just like being a person. So you're excited. Okay. So, thank you. I appreciate that. Words lie inside, they hurt me so. And I'm not the kind that likes to tell you just what I want to do. I'm not the kind that needs to tell you just what you want me to. I saw you this morning, I thought that you might like to know. I received your message in full a few days ago. I understood every word that you said. And now that I've actually heard it, you're going to regret. And I'm not the kind that likes to tell you just what you want me to. You're not the kind that needs to tell me about the birds and the bees. a crime. And I'm not the kind that likes to tell you just what I want to do. I'm not the kind that needs to tell you. Oh, oh! Lost track, lost track, lost track, lost track, lost you. Lost track, lost track, lost track, lost track, lost you. Lost track, lost track, lost track, lost track, lost you. There it is. Acoustic guitar and piano for a new wave song with some bum notes in there, forgive me. I know. If you guys are like, oh, that was supposed to be a D and it was a C, I know. So I did that on my Live Undead Bedroom Closet Covers record in a very different way with drum machines and loops and synths and stuff. But so, because you wanted to hear it, I worked on it for acoustic guitar. It almost comes out, it's not really a country song, but it comes out a little bit, comes out sounding very different this way. If I do it again, it'll, like how sometimes happens when I do things for the first time, it ended up way faster than I meant to, and then errors occurred along the way. So what do you guys want to hear? Let me see what I missed while I was playing. I missed emojis. Yeah, so that's from Live Undead Bedroom Closet Covers, a record I put out in 2018, along with 2 other weird records that same year. So what do you guys want to hear? What do you want to do? I did work on some other cover songs, but let's end with that. Why don't we end with the Devo track, Gut Feeling, that was also requested. So we'll bookend today's show with a couple covers. How does that sound? You in Paris? I never see your streams anymore. Oh, with the time change in Paris, I never see. Is that what you're saying? I see some wave emojis. Trying to figure out. Yeah, I may try to do some earlier, may try to move this show earlier because it seems like it's a little late for a lot of people in Europe. So that may shift, perhaps. So I'll let you know. I think what I'm going to start doing actually is posting the time of the show like that week, and I may vary it around a little bit so that different people can watch it live. Yeah, it's late for Europe, so I will. So yeah, next week will be different, and I'll let you guys know. I'll put it in somewhere, maybe on my whatever you call it, the description of myself on Instagram. I'll let you know when the show is going to be. So, what do you want to hear other than the other cover, which I'll end with, just to give this show a cover theme song. Yeah, and the Eastern Europeans, it's really late for a Sunday night, so I will be adjusting to try to keep you all, able to attend live. So I could also do some, I don't know, I could do some poetry. You're out and about town. Are you in Paris or in Iceland? I'm talking to an Icelandic. Well, say hello if you're in Paris. I'm wondering what I can play for Paris. Makes me want to play, makes me want to play one of the first things I ever wrote in my entire life. Okay, which, this is what I'm going to do. This is literally like the first thing I wrote with chords maybe in my whole life. And in my mind, it was French, whatever that meant to a however old I was person. So picture this on an accordion, perhaps. Again, these shows, I never know what I'm going to do. So if you can stay there, you can pump this into the Parisian streets from my like 8-year-old self. Doesn't really sound French to me now, but when I was 8, that was my interpretation of France. So that's for you on the streets of Paris from the California 8-year-old. So what else? Now I want to like do like international. What other? I mean, most of the travel stuff I've written has been U.S. based. I mean, there's like, yeah, I couldn't perform that. I'm thinking of like Mexican death metal that I did for Adventures of Power, but that would not be possible. So anyway, we can, yeah, oh, somebody wanted some poetry, so let's do that. I think we can do a little roulette game for poetry. Why not? That's how we do it around here. So whoever speaks first. So there's a left side, right side. I have the poetry. My poetry stack is getting thicker and thicker. So I might just kind of let's say there's 4 stacks because I don't want to have to count to like, 70. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'll be like front, back, front, back. So pick a number between 1 and 4, and then we'll do another number to zero in. Pick a number between 1 and 4. Someone's saying the one I posted on Instagram. Left side. Okay, well, we'll come back to that. Left side, but left side front or back? So give me, say, front or back. Somebody's saying 7. All right. Okay. So 4, 7, and 2. Well, anyway. So I think somebody's trying to play the game right here, but let me see what else happens. Hang on. 1, 2. Yeah. Okay. Let's do the first vote, because it was simple. Okay. What you got, what the roulette wheel spun, was a poem called Angel. Okay. Angel, you write of liberation, the pleasure of one's own company, the feeling of your feet on earth. This is not a poem. I only want to say now that I am glad you have showed up like a peripheral mirage, a flower flying by that might be a branch, a bird, my imagination. I assume it's not really there, but just in case, I turn to look and you are. I suppose everything could be a poem. I am in a forest, wet, it's dark. I think I'm headed the right way now. After a desperate, horrible valley which seemed to have no exit, walls of granite sleek with cold water, light never getting to the floor. 500 feet up, the light played against pines clinging to cracks in the rock, mud below, the pit. Some last breath, an echo of the self I abandoned, that survived an apocalypse of voices, demons ripping my flesh to shreds, no dignity in such a death, no honor in such a failure. The last breath came in like the light we always were, the code from splintered beams collected at Polaris and sand sprinkled into a few of us, or many of us, but a few hear it. I held this last light like the last seed of an extinct herb, cupped in hands, chest crouched around it like a snake. Blow my own breath into this tiny light. Don't go out, don't go out, don't go out. And I woke up and it was morning again, a meadow, a variance of color, green and yellow, heaven's green earth. Another chance, a night from a foreign race, alien and somehow alive. That's a poem called Angel. I try to read slowly so that it can be digested properly. I hope I wasn't reading that too fast. I sometimes read it really slowly. That was, anyway. Hello to the Netherlands. So what else? Do you guys want another poem? You want to pick a song from a deep song from my catalog, and maybe I'll know how to play it. You're sort of the boss in Jukebox Roulette. Or I can just play random things on the piano. I, as you guys know, I don't prepare sets. I don't really prepare. We just kind of see what happens. So sometimes you end up with me playing songs that I wrote when I was 8. Claudia asked for Pretty Girl. And yeah, I'm holding off on those songs right now just because of for strategic reasons. I'm not playing Earth City songs unless they've come out as singles for now. So you'll hear them all again. They will return to life. So the other poem I posted, you can give me more details of a title. Oof. What's it about? Maybe I'll remember. Give me a little more guidance. Somebody's saying the one that I posted, and I can't check my own Instagram. It was beautiful. Well, thank you. But I can't look at my own Instagram to remember what I posted. So if you can remember the title, I might be able to find it. But I've got, I mentioned Stockholm in it. What is that called? I'm sorry. Yeah, okay, now you're remembering me. I don't know if I would like to be able to do that, and I appreciate the request. But I actually, if you can remember, what is the opening line? I think I may not. I don't think I can do that because I don't want to have my phone crash if I look for it. So forgive me, but I'll do it next week or at the next show, whenever that is. I may be shifting my schedule around. Yeah, no, I remember now. It's all coming back to me, but I don't have it memorized. So, and I don't think I printed it. So yeah, I don't think I can do it. My apologies. Let me make sure that's 100% true before I can't do it. Sorry. Sorry. Anyway, this seems to be us talking about me doing things, and I feel like I've been not doing that much. I've dreamed such things. Yeah, no, I just didn't print it. So that's a mental note to myself that I should print it so that, anyway, I'll do it next week. And if I try to find it in my phone, if I try to do it by memory, I'm not going to remember. And if I try to find it in my phone, we'll probably crash and the show will be over. So next week or next show, I promise I'll do that. And so that's how we go. If I can do a request, I will. And if I can't, we can do it next time. So give me another one. I could give you, should we do another poem? It seems like there were a bunch of somebody else said first side, front number 2. So let's do that. So thank you all for remembering lines from the poem. I appreciate that. You remember it and I don't. So this is a song called this is a poem. I'm not going to use a pick to read the poem. Okay. And then I'll do On the North Sea by request from Glasgow, which is not on the North Sea, but close. You're on the Irish Sea, is that right? Okay, African energy. The kola nut from Africa, Nigeria, I think. Coffee came too, stimulants from trees. It must be hard to stay awake in that heat. When I went up a mountain in Ethiopia, the villages blended into trees, into other villages, the women with huge cords of wood on their backs, smiling as they worked, the men lolled against trees in the shade, grounded, scowling slightly as they sat. Is it bad to think of the gender dynamics of lions? Is it bad to talk of Nigeria and Ethiopia in the same poem? Probably. But the gravity, warm, heavy, solid home of Africa, you feel it completely when you set foot. Even me, even north in Egypt. Africa is Africa. Though its kola nut has been transformed into molecules in cans in Atlanta, placed there by machines, and then shipped back across every sea on Earth, distributing mostly water and metal. So, African energy. Hello, Serbia. We've got a nice European crowd here tonight, and I'm giving you a poem about Africa. Your southern neighbors, your neighbors to the south. What do you say? More poems? Are we feeling poesy? Let's do another roulette, shall we? Front side, back side. Pick one, front side. Oh, then there was a request for On the North Sea, which I'll do momentarily, but front side, back side. I know Scotland's on the North Sea, but Glasgow kind of more on the Irish Sea, no? Am I wrong? Back. Okay, back side. The back of the right or the left? Somebody say right or left, and then somebody else give me a number. That's nice that you're waving at each other, but if you don't give me if you don't give me a number, I'm not going to read a poem. Backside. Okay, now a number. Well done, Daniela. Right. We already know we're doing right and back. Now I just need a number. It's this section. Okay. Ooh. I'm going to pull these out. I don't have to alphabetize these again. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The Comforts of a King is the name of this, which is sort of an old poem. So a lot of these, sometimes I remember them, and sometimes I barely remember them. Okay, so The Comforts of a King. I think this is from an era when I wasn't thinking of poetry. I wasn't sure it was going to be a separate thing for me from songwriting. So I think you're going to hear some rhyming because I hadn't kind of fully abandoned rhyming when I wrote this one. My father, have the strength to see what you can hope I can be. Thunder breaks, a hard rain pours. The clouds recede, both mine and yours. Geese form a phalanx in the sky, and the wind will never die. The power I don't call upon is not the one I've relied on. The ways I've tried can't ever bring the comforts of a king. I wait for you to call my name, wait for mornings without blame, a light that opens like a dream, where what I've feared I've never seen. Forgiveness calms the Lord of the sky, but the wind will never die. The power I don't call upon is not the one I've relied on. The ways I tried can't ever bring the comforts of a king. Separation, separation, dissolve. Reparation, reparation, resolve. The power I never called upon is now the one I rely on. for the ways I tried can't ever bring the comforts of a king. I think actually that was one of the first times I started writing a song and said, I don't think I want to put music on that. So you hear poetry. Normally it's a little odd with the rhymes. I was like, ooh, there's a lot of rhymes here. Maybe this isn't a poem exactly. Maybe this is a song after all. But what do you think? This is an older thing, so I have no allegiance. So, I mean, sometimes I write lyrics and I know they're song lyrics, and sometimes I don't know what they are. But recently, I've been doing so much poetry that I just allow it to take form in that way. So, yeah, the roulette wheel. Poetry is allowed to rhyme. That's good. It feels a little like, thank you. I mean, it's good. I mean, there's this, it brings at least some kind of a formal flavor to it. This is for Scotland. I wish you guys could put your heads in the piano, because it's still ringing out. You probably don't hear any of that. there's like still just a little bit of a resonance. So that song was really written for fog and ships in the fog on the North Sea from my album Expanses. So what did I miss? A lot of wave emojis. Yeah, you guys are feeling, yep, yeah, feeling the waves. Wow, those are some wave emojis I haven't seen. Oh, waves and mermen. Yeah, I'm wearing the blue. I guess I'm the merman. I'm your merman today. What do you want to do? You know, if I was playing a show like with a band, which I want to be doing when all this craziness changes, I guess I would have to plan my sets a little more and not just do whatever we feel like. Why don't we stay watery, shall we? Let's stay in the watery zone, since you guys are feeling it's so dry and hot here. It's 108 here today. What is this? I'll do that. It's just mental noise. Okay. Staying in the water zone. Well, this is like rain coming into Egypt, which we need here. to Ice is Sleeping. I think that was the first time I've done the song on piano solo. So, Maiden Voyage. I'm going to read some comments here. Make it, what is that? Make it coffee? Coffee, oh, Coffee and Ethan. So I'm just catching up. It's 12 cups of coffee. Somebody, is that Dee Dee? Needs to go. Yeah. So I'm playing rain songs, I guess, on the North Sea and Ice is Sleeping. On the recording of To Ice is Sleeping, which some of you know, I have Rain, which I recorded rare LA Rain, but it's in the actually I think I may have recorded that Rain in San Francisco. But anyway, there's Rain on the recording, so that song has a water energy. So we need water. We need water here in California. We need it in a lot of places. And Egypt, which that song was sort of written for. So what do you guys want to hear? I mean, we could stay watery, but what are some other watery songs? Oh, I should learn to play aqua pedal, but I don't know how to play that. So what's the wateriest song on Songs from a Toxic Apartment? Well, that's To Ice is Sleeping. Why don't I do another? Why don't I go backwards on Songs from a Toxic Apartment? So, you guys may know that in the recording of this song, On Edge, that I'm starting to play, which leads into Ice is Sleeping, so I added like thunder noise, and the thunder kicks off the rain from To Ice is Sleeping. So maybe we can use this as a conjuring, even though the song is rather personally dark, but we can use it as because Ice is Sleeping, the rain's already happening, so maybe we can think of it as a conjuring. Which you guys know the record, so you know what I'm talking about. I've always been on edge, wasted too much time, being told pain would make me strong, roller coaster mind, can't stop till I get it wrong. backwards. How do you do suicide emoji? I guess the Apple or whatever phone, Apple and Samsung corporations don't want to get sued for suicides, so they don't include those emojis. Okay, we got time for 2 more. We could do a. So what we're gonna do? Oh right, we're gonna do the song from Akron, Ohio. We're gonna do "Gut Feeling" by request from last week. So we got time for one more different request, and it can be a poem. We do a poem. We could do that, or speak now, or forever hold your horses. Wow, White Hearts. Is that sort of goth? Oh, that's. You know, those hearts make me think of something to play. So we're sort of doing a lot of covers today, which I don't normally do, but. How's it go? There it is. We're doing 2 more. We're doing 2 more, maybe 2 more in a poem, depending how much time we have. Or you want to stay in the 80s, so I'm going to give you that. So today the theme seems to be that I'm playing more songs from my covers record than usually. So 80s it is. Hang on. I'm just going to tune up a little bit here, which isn't the worst use of time. I hope you guys agree. All right. Ooh. All right, we're just going to work with it. White on white, translucent black capes, back on the rack. Bela Lugosi's dead, the bats have left the bell tower. The victims have been bled, red velvet lines, the black box. Bela Lugosi's dead. Bela Lugosi's dead. Bela Lugosi's dead. Undead, undead, undead. Undead, undead, undead. The virginal brides file past his tomb, strewn with time's dead flowers, bereft in deathly gloom, alone in a darkened room. The Count. Bela Lugosi's dead. Bela Lugosi's dead. Undead, undead, undead. Lugosi's dead. Lots of Halloween and ghost emojis. Yeah, we're a little early, but you know. Yeah, so this is okay, so let's, you know, we're doing, yeah, today's a day where a lot of covers are happening, and that is a-okay, because you guys wanted to hear them, and you know, I like to take your requests. So this is, now we're moving from England to Akron, Ohio, and you're gonna see some fancy footwork here. Okay, so here we go, another maiden voyage. A lot of, I always do new stuff, so it's always like constant beginner. Okay. It's a lot to remember here. Yeah, from Akron, Ohio. Gut feeling from, well, from Akron, Ohio, but also from Live on Dead Bedroom Closet Covers. So yeah, I had to reinterpret what I did in the recording, which you guys can see on YouTube, the live looping and all that. But so nice to see you guys. Another week. That went by fast, didn't it? But I'll let you guys know when I'm playing again. I think I'm going to start mixing up the schedule times, just rolling the dice with the way that I do with songs. I might do privately to pick show times. So I know it does seem really fast, doesn't it? But it is, and I know you guys know that when I let it go to the end, like the whole thing blew up. So I'm going to stop a couple minutes shy of an hour just to make sure we don't have that problem again. See you guys real soon. See y'all real soon. And thank you for being here. Thank you for, the birthday messages. And see you guys soon. I feel like I'm going to just pick a word out of the poetry, literally one word to leave you with. I don't know why. I'm going to pick a word at random with my finger, and this can be a word. It might, we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, and the word is we're, like we are. All right, I thought that seems appropriate. So, see you guys later. Okay, bye.